Okay, I figure while I talk about the circuit that I set up, I might as well start measuring because it takes some time anyway. So the circuit that I set up are 3 capacitors of my choice. These here, and there are 470, 220, and 100 microfarad. And then because they're relatively small, I chose a large resistor of about 100 kilo ohms. And then I put these 3 here in parallel to each other. That means also I almost ran out of connectors. And then, if you noticed, I just started charging the capacitor and started measuring right away. And that's what I'll be doing for 150 seconds here. So every 10 seconds I read off the voltage. I don't know if this shows up on film, but at least you can see the setup, the circuit, the timer, the multimeter, and the computer here where I enter the data right away, so that way you don't have to write them down and then enter them later again, but I only have to do it once and then just copy paste the data into the lab sheet. Okay, almost done here with charging, just one more. Alright, now I've charged this one, and now I will discharge it. Again, I almost ran out of connectors. Alright. And here we go. So in my example, I figured I'd do these 3 in parallel to each other. I hope that's what I also said earlier when I introduced my circuit, so these are definitely parallel. And I'm measuring the charging and the discharging on this circuit for 150 seconds each. And then you would have to do the same thing for them being, for your capacitors being in parallel and in series, and then each single capacitor respectively. That's what you're going to start with, each single capacitor, both charging and discharging, for a total of 8 data sets that you're going to evaluate on in Excel, which pretty much means that you're going to enter the data and then actually let Excel do most of evaluating the data. And now twice 150 seconds is of course 5 minutes, and I'm virtually done with that. I'm talking, actually, I didn't miss a data point, but if you missed a data point, that's okay, just leave it blank then. You don't have to start over again, you just deal with one fewer data points, and the analysis will still work out as long as the data are good. Alright, and here we go, and I can stop that, and if I really wanted to, I could discharge my capacitors, and there it goes down to 0. Alright, and then I got my data to evaluate.